Too many of us are leading while bleeding. We're helping others while we ourselves are hemorrhaging. And here's what I realize. You and I can never be good to anybody else if we're first not good to ourselves. Today, let's talk about healing the healer, how to practice what you provide. Oh, you know what's up? Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor that you have joined me today. I need you to help a brother out. I need you to hook a brother up. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button on this video. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm growing your greatness. I'm going to grow our channel for change. Our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. And today we're going to have a courageous conversation of illumination. But in order to do that, I need you to drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. Let's brighten it up. I'm going to brighten up your mind. I'm going to stretch the elasticity of your thinking. Yes, we're going to flip the switch. We're going to light it up. We're going to keep it lit. Why? Because we are the light. Yes, we are the light of the world. And today we're going to spotlight and highlight a tremendous topic entitled Healing the Healer. For all you healers out there, talk about healing the healer, how to practice what you provide. I don't know if you ever been on the phone with somebody and you talking to them and they came to you for some advice and you gave them some amazing advice. I mean, they were just totally blown away by that. They were just sitting at your feet to a certain degree, absorbing all of the rich wisdom and the insight and the practical truths that you provided. And I mean, they were just totally helped. They felt better. They felt refreshed. They felt like there was a load that was lifted off their shoulders, off their back. I don't know if you ever gotten off the phone and you say, you know what, that wasn't just some good advice for them, but that's some good advice for me. If I practice that myself, imagine where I could be, right? A lot of times we're providing, but we're not practicing. We're providing help. We're providing insight. We're providing wisdom and rich information. But are we providing it for ourselves? Why should everybody else be blessed, but we're the ones not even blessing ourselves? Yeah, we're hemorrhaging while we're helping other people. We're leading while it is that we're bleeding. Yeah, you got that promotion. Yeah, you lead that particular ministry. Yeah, you lead that particular organization. Yeah, you lead that particular sorority and fraternity. And everybody comes to you for guidance, but who do you go to? And when it is that you can't go to anybody else, you got to be able to go within. You got to be able to go within. It's so needed. It's so necessary. It's so important. And so I want to give you 4 strategies today on really how to practice what you provide to actually heal the healer within you. And it really, in order to be a true healer, to truly be a healer, it comes from a healed place. It comes from a healed place to where it is that you need to be healed yourself. There's something that is broken within each and every single one of us, no matter how much we want to patch it up, portray it, pump fake it. There's something that has to be and needs to be healed within all of us. That if we really take off the mask, if we really will not just go through life on autopilot or just, totally dressed up, but internally messed up, not living from a place of pride and trying to hide the pain inside, but actually being real with ourselves to say, yeah, you know what? Certain days I'm frustrated. Every day is not always perfect, but every day has purpose. Lord knows I know about it. Yeah. Sometimes you don't always feel like taking the high road, because you know how to take the low road. When they go low, you know how to go lower. But here's what you do. You come from that place of emotional intelligence and tapping in the grace and the greatness that's on the inside of you. And hear me, you can't dig for it and apprehend it if you don't have it within you. How to practice what you provide. Isn't it interesting that medical doctors, those who are healthcare professionals, are classified as those who practice medicine? Come on now. Next time somebody goes into surgery, I'm sure the last thing you're trying to think about is somebody who's practicing medicine. Practicing on you. We talking about practice? Bring Allen Iverson into the room real quickly. We talking about practice? If you haven't seen that, go. That's a classic. Have you not seen that? I'm taking your human card back. I'm taking your sports aficionado card back. Have you not seen that commercial? Not even commercial. Have you not seen that dialogue, that interview, press conference when Allen Iverson was talking about practice? We talking about practice? Yeah, practicing medicine. They're not experts in it. They're not experts at it. There's always some place to grow. There's always something that can be transfixed, developed, enhanced. When you're going through this life, listen, it's a practice. You don't always get everything right. You have to course correct. You have to go back and look at certain things that need to be analyzed, that need to be reconfigured. And let me give you 4 key dimensions, 4 key strategies that if we're going to heal the healer, we have to practice a level of self-care. We have to nurture ourselves regularly. We have to nurture our growth regularly. And one is through the place of physical self-care. Family, write that down. Physical self-care. Number 1, physical self-care. If I'm going to heal the healer, if I'm going to actually provide to myself what I always give to others, if I'm going to practice what it is that I provide, this is what I got to do. I got to take care of my physical health. Physical self-care is needed, is necessary, it's important. What does that mean? That means this is what we maintain. This is what we do. This is what we enact. This is what we engage in to enhance the well-being of our physical body. What am I talking about? Drinking water. Many of us were consuming Gatorade, pop, or soda, depending on what region of the country you live in. Drinking everything else except what your body requires. 65 to 70% of your body, roughly 65%, is made up of water anyway. Let me take my sip so I don't slip. Since I'm talking about water, I might as well drink a little bit. 65% of your body is made up of water. And so I got to put inside of me what is already within me. I have to refresh, rejuvenate, replenish my body. I have to flush out my body from toxins and all these specific other types of things. And water helps us to do that. I got to eat particular foods that are nourishing me, that are bringing some type of energy to my spirit and to my soul, versus just making me tired just because I drink it, or just because I eat it. Food affects your mood. Talked about that a couple episodes ago. I have to engage in some level of activity. Notice how your body is made. Elbow is made on a hinge. Patella tendon's made on a hinge. Your ankle is made on a hinge. That is telling you right there that your body is made for movement. I got to take care of my physical body. Listen, you only get one body. Scripture says your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost. Am I making sure that my body is in a good place of care? Here's one thing that we don't also consider and give much credulity and credibility to is the fact of our sleep. Sleep hygiene is important. Sleep hygiene speaks to the wellness that comes from your level of sleep. What kind of sleep are you getting? And I know we're living in this world. It's 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year. Everything is always breaking news. Everything is always a distraction. People go to bed holding their phone at night. I don't know if you ever been scrolling on your phone and you was laying in bed and the phone just dropped on your face. Yeah, that's letting me know I need to put this thing on the charger. I need to turn this thing face down. Just go to bed. Yeah. You scrolling on the phone, that thing is dropped, the thing hit you in your face. Done almost broke your nose. Go to bed. Get yourself some shut-eye. A lot of us were dealing with insomnia. Who am I talking to? You know I'm talking to you. You know it's you. I'm talking to, yeah, a lot of us were dealing with insomnia. We're stressing over things that are out of our control, that are keeping us up late at night. And as a result of it, we're not able to think clearly. We got a fog in our mind, a fog in our brain. Here it is, because we do not get enough sleep, it's easy for us to go off on people because we're so irritable. We're irritated because of the food that we're eating. We're irritated because of the sleep that we did not get, because we have sleep debt. We're irritated because we know we don't have a good workout regimen. Come on now. You know it's been 3+ months since you worked out. And I'm not just talking about working out by you. Yeah, you going to Planet Fitness or you going to Lifetime. No. I'm talking about working out for longevity of life, for a lifetime. When's the last time you took yourself for at least a 10-15 minute walk? Well, it's cold outside. When's the last time you took yourself for a 10 or 15 minute walk? I didn't stutter. Oh, you did some type of workout. If you don't have a gym membership, you did some type of workout at the house. Come on, for some of us, it's been years since we worked out. And we can feel it. Well, I'm too tired to work out. Well, here's the thing. Watch your energy increase when you do. You only get one body. What does your physical self-care look like? Because here's the thing. These days, we want to fix everything with a surgical procedure. We do. Let's be honest. Is this thing on? Let me talk to some real people. We want to fix everything by going under the knife. I'm not casting any aspersions to anybody who's ever gone under the knife. But America has come to a place to say, I want to just do whatever I want to do. I want to eat whatever I want to eat. I don't want to work out. I want to do this, X, Y, Z. And I just want to look like this. I want to look like my favorite centerfold. I want to look like my favorite actor or actress. I want to look like my favorite bodybuilder, whatever the case may be, or my favorite athlete. But you don't want to put in the work. You don't want to put the work in like they do. Everything cannot be fixed by going under the knife. Some things we're going to have to engage in if we're going to improve our life. I can only control the controllables. I can control what I eat. I can control how I think. I can control my level of exercise. I can control the amount of sleep that I get. Do you see what I'm saying? Longevity of life means everything. And here's the thing. A lot of us were living to eat instead of eating to live. chips, the pop, the sugary foods. That takes up the bulk of what it is that generally many of us eat. When we have to shift that so that we can shift our level of living. Number one, told you, physical self-care. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. HTA, Hard Truth Alert. HTC, Hard Truth Conversation. We're talking about healing the healer. No need of you trying to heal other people, but you're the one broken down. Secondly, emotional self-care. Physical self-care, emotional self-care. I'm giving you 4 strategies. I'm giving you 4 keys. Our emotional health is important. I can't expect to receive what I don't give. Not just others, but also myself. What level of kindness do you exemplify to yourself? How do you nurture the relationships that are around you? And here's the thing. Sometimes you nurture the relationships that are around you by creating healthy boundaries. This is what I'm going to tolerate. This is what I'm not going to engage in. This is my no, and my no is my no, and my yes is my yes. Yes. My no is my no, and my yes is my yes. Yes. If people can't respect your healthy boundaries, it's an indication, one, that they probably don't have any healthy boundaries of their own. Number 2, they don't respect you, so they won't respect the healthy boundaries that you have set. Got to know your no. Healthy boundaries. I didn't say health. I didn't say barriers. Boundaries are a bridge, not a barrier. Boundaries, since they are a bridge, it allows me to say, yes, I will grant this person access, or I will deny this particular person access into my life, into my space, into my close quarters. And you have the right to do that. And if anybody has a problem with that, let them have the problem with that. As Mel Robbins says, let them. Let them. It is not for you to draw a line in the sand and back up from it. Stand your ground, 10 toes down. Another thing about emotional self-care is this. We have to identify and we have to address our traumas. We have to identify and we have to address our traumas. It is Dr. Joy DeGroy who talks about in her book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. And she talks about the trauma that we carry in our DNA for those who are melanated people like me, Black and brown brothers and sisters whose ancestors endured the transatlantic slave trade, whose ancestors were enslaved in these yet to be United States of America. Yeah. Dealing with all of that. Let's listen to a preacher say, slavery was 400 years for Black people in America in these yet to be United States of America. And he said, somebody said to them, well, there should be no reparations. There should be no repayment. 400 years without a paycheck. 400 years for free working on these shores of America, the land of the quote unquote free. 400 years of Black people in these yet to be United States of America. 400 years without a paycheck. Somebody had the nerve to say to him, said, America don't owe us nothing. Now, if you work for 400 years and they don't owe you anything, he said this, then they shouldn't pay you for the month that you work. Yeah. Shouldn't pay you for it because that comes with a whole lot of trauma. Comes with a whole lot of trauma. Whole lot of trauma that here it is, a paycheck can't fix. And so she says, we carry in our DNA the ancestral baggage, the trauma of what it is that has been passed down from generation to generation because you have been broken. Now, As a consequence, we oftentimes break other people. By design or not, with intent or unintentionally. We have to identify and address our traumas. But here's also what we have to do. We have to give redress to our traumas. Redress comes through remediation. There's a lot of conversation about trauma, but not much remediation. Hear me. People have resigned themselves to living in trauma rather than finding transformation from their trauma. I got to find the truth in it, and I got to find transformation as a result of it. Family, we're going to take a quick break. Yeah, I'm coming to a little break late. I went in deep quickly. But this is what we do. We mix it up on In the Mix. Yeah, I'm giving you 4 keys really to heal the healer on the inside of you and really how to practice what it is that you provide. I got 2 more for you. Stick and stay. More is on the way. You don't want to miss the other side of this break. After these messages, I'll be right back. I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday. 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays. And then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church. Yes, y'all. We don't stop, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Yeah, let's get back to the word. And that word is healing the healer. We're talking today about how to practice what you provide. I mentioned that we have to really engage in some 4 key particular strategies for self-care. One aspect of that is physical self-care. We got to take care of our body. Got to take care of our temple. We have to do that. Eating right, nutrition, exercise, sleep, water consumption, XYZ, on and on. We have to take care of our emotional well-being. We really do. Nothing wrong with having emotions. Emotions can wreck your life, though. Unchecked emotions. Feel your emotions, but don't be fueled by your emotions. Right? The individual who can be, despite the chaos, despite the calamity that is going on in the room or around them, the one who can be the calmest in the most chaotic situation has the most control and really will generally be the most successful. Next, after we talked about physical health, physical care, physical self-care, as we talked about emotional self-care and emotional wellness, psychological self-care. Right? It is focused on fostering the mind, and then it's also moving us into a particular place of personal development and growth. That's what it's about. Whether that's coming in the form of learning new skills, whether that is increasing your awareness, whether that is understanding of socio-political issues or anything that challenges you in a healthy way. Psychological well-being comes from the place of this. I cannot be transformed if I am conformed. I cannot be conformed to this world, according to Romans chapter 12. I have to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. I have to have a renewed mind. I have to have a renewed self-esteem. I have to have a renewed level of self-confidence. Why? Because as a man thinketh, Proverbs 23 verse 7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So is he. Got to be a thinking man. You have to be a thinking woman. You have to be someone who is psychologically aware, not psychologically maladapt, not someone who's living on autopilot. I have to make sure that my mind is in a good state. My mind is what matters. Isn't it interesting that your brain is superior to every other organ in your body? Your brain is not in your foot. Your brain is not in your knee. Your brain is not in your back. Your brain is not in your ribs. Your brain is in your skull, and your skull sits in a superior place to every other organ that is on your body. Why do I take care of what is superior the least? Why do I allow what should be a superior organ to make myself, or to allow people to make me feel inferior? Come on. Why do you have an inferiority complex when you have a superior mindset? When this brain is superior to every other organ, it comes first. It's the head. Above. Head and not the tail. Above and not beneath. I got to renew my mind. Come on, family. Just type renew your mind. Renew your mind. Renew your mind. Type that. I haven't even told you to type nothing yet. Type renew your mind. Come on, I'm talking better than you typing back to me. Renew your mindset. If you just joined us, talking about healing the healer, how to practice what you provide. You providing all this insight, you providing all the encouragement to everybody else. What about what you going to provide for yourself? What are you going to practice so that you can provide it for yourself? So you can heal the healer that's on the inside of you. And oftentimes, the more healing that we give to others, the more broken that we are internally. Look at the oxymoron. Next, after we talked about physical self-care, emotional self-care, after we talked about psychological self-care, here's what's also important: spiritual self-care. Spiritual self-care moves me into this particular place of there's meaning, there's purpose. Right? All things work together for the good to them who love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Are you seeing that? Despite what is most painful can become most purposeful. I know it felt like it was punishment, but it was really preparation. God has a purpose in mind for your life. And I need you to hear me. What you've been through, stop allowing it to define you. All it should do is refine you. It should strengthen you. It should refresh you. It should revitalize you. It should rejuvenate you. It should revive you. It should cause you to move into a place of greater reclamation for the purpose that God has for you, and greater restoration for the purpose God has for you. And so for me to strengthen my spirit, here it is. Physical, strengthen your body. You eat right, you exercise, you get enough sleep. That's for the body. For the mind, reading, thinking, visualizing, affirmations that now hopefully become a confirmation. For the spirit, prayer and study of the word. Do you see the categorization of that? I have to pray. I have to meditate on God's word. I have to spend time in prayer. I have to allow him to rejuvenate me. Researchers say this: just 12 minutes of time in prayer restores, rejuvenates the mind, but also even the cellular structure in your body. 12 minutes of, here it is, concentrated prayer. I'm not talking about you praying and scrolling at the same time. That's not what I'm talking about. That's distracted. You're distracted. Not talking about praying and scrolling on social media. Come on now, you know you better than that. Not talking about praying while you watching Netflix. Not talking about you praying while you playing video games and all this other stuff. I'm talking about dedicated, concentrated, focused prayer. It's going to rejuvenate your mind. It's going to rejuvenate the cell structure that is in your body. You can't see it, but here's something. Something on the inside is working on the outside. Brought about a change that is in your life. Prayer causes you to do this. Spiritual development, spiritual self-care causes you to cultivate a level of an attitude of gratitude. Family, just type that: attitude of gratitude, attitude of gratitude. Yeah, I got an attitude. Oh, I got an attitude, all right, but it's one of gratitude. Yeah, I got an attitude, but it's one of gratitude. I'm grateful. I'm gracious. I'm gracious to other people. I'm grateful to God. Grateful for opportunities. Grateful to people who help me out. Why? Because nobody has to be good to you. Nobody has to be kind to you. So handling people with care, being grateful, thinking about all the ways that God has stepped in your life, how he's blessed you, how he's healed you, how he's delivered you, how he set you free, how it is that you have the activity of your limbs, how you are in your right state of mind, how you have a good portion of health and strength. When you start thinking about those things, when you start writing down those things, it shifts you to another level, it shifts you to another dimension. Right? I'm grateful to God for him. I'm grateful to God for people, but I'm also grateful to God for me. Yeah, why? Because I'm a gift. And before I'm ever a gift to you, I'm first and foremost a gift to myself. I'm practicing spiritual self-care. Taking the time not to just bring out my laundry list of this, what I need you to do, bless me, mine, and thine. No, I need to listen in. What is it that you want me to do? What is it that I'm not doing that I need to do better? Where are you leading me? Where are you guiding me? I need a hedge of protection around me spiritually. Got to have victory over every enemy. I got to put on my weapons of warfare, because those aren't carnal. Those are mighty through God to the pulling down of stronghold. I got to have the helmet of salvation, the sword of the spirit, the shield of faith. Feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Loins girded about with truth. But here's the thing. I have nothing for my back. Why? Because God don't expect me to run from the devil. He doesn't expect you to run from the devil. But resist the devil, he shall flee from you. Now, I'm not beating the devil running, and I'm so glad. No, he gonna beat me running, because I'm gonna put him on a run. Spiritual self-care. Yeah, number one again, physical self-care. This how I heal the healer within me. I take care of my spiritual self-care. Come on, there's something that you know you can do. What is it that you need to do to enhance your spiritual self-care? What is it that you need to do for number two? Secondly, to enhance your emotional self-care. Come on, it's coming to your mind even as I'm talking. What is it that you need to do to enhance your psychological self-care? Because a lot of us, our mindset is stinking thinking that keeps us soaking and sinking. Negative thoughts. 75% of the things that we think about each and every single day, according to researchers, is negative. 80% of the things that we worry about don't even come to fruition anyway. I got to get my mind right. What do I need to do for my spirit? Many of us, we're not in our word. We don't have any word in us. So that when situations come, we don't have anything to recall. All we recall is a negative. All we recall are those rapper R&B lyrics. Come on. All you recall is what the negative person said in the news, what it said, versus the good news that is in God's word. To encapsulate it, to put a bow around this, I'm reminded of what Jim Rohn said. Jim Rohn, well-known speaker, used to say, he would always say, I'll take care of you and you take care of me. That was his thing. I'll take care of you and you take care of me. But after he kept saying that for many, many years, he grew to realize how short-ended that statement was. And so here's what he did. He changed the statement to, here it is, I'll take care of me for you. Listen to me. I'll take care of me for you if you take care of you for me. I'm not just going to say I'll take care of you and you take care of me. No, I'll take care of me for you and you take care of you for me. Why is that? Because the best contribution I can make to you, the best contribution that you can make to anybody else, is the contribution of personal development, the contribution of self-development. Think about this. If you get better in every facet of your life, if you get better in your physical health, if you get better in your emotional well-being, if you get better in your psychological self-care, if you get better spiritually, hear me, how will that not work wonders in your relationships? Before it's ever evidenced in your relationship, you're going to see it blossom and bloom, and you're going to see the evidence in your own relationship with yourself. Why do I say that? Because you and I can never become the right one for the right one if we're not first right for ourselves. You cannot expect a purpose partner if you have not first partnered with your purpose. I have to take care of me first before I ever assist and take care of you. So much so that even the flight attendant on an airplane, whatever airline you fly, I don't know if it's Delta, I don't know if it's American, I don't know if it's United, I don't know if it's Spirit, I don't know if it's Frontier, I don't know if it's Virgin Atlantic, I don't know what airline it is, but the flight attendant on the airline says, put on your mask first. You mean before my child? Before my spouse in my house? Before my significant other? Before the person who I struck up a conversation with on the plane that I never met from Adam? I don't know, from a can of paint. You mean I shouldn't assist them first? No. You can't really assist them until you first assist yourself. Until you first give yourself oxygen, you cannot breathe life into anybody else. Come on. And many of us are coughing, hacking, sneezing, wheezing, suffering from asphyxia because we won't fix the things that are broken in our life first and preeminent. Put on your mask first. Put on good physical self-care first. Put on good emotional self-care. Put on good emotional and mental, psychological self-care. Put on good spiritual self-care. Here it is. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. I put on, because I'm going to put off everything that is stifling me and stopping me from being broken into being healed. I don't want to just give other people healing and us remain broken. I want to participate in my own healing by practicing what it is that I'm providing. Are you hearing me? It's time for you to participate in your own healing by practicing what you're providing. No need of you giving everybody else the best advice. No need of everybody else benefiting and improving their life to where everybody else just gets better and you get worse. They get better from what it is that you provide and you remain worse because you won't practice what it is that you provide. Are you following me? I got to get better, and I got to practice it so that I can be a provisionary element and supplement to my own self. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. You know this was good. You know this was chicken soup for your soul. You know this spoke life into your life. You know this was a real courageous conversation. You know that this spoke to areas of your life that you need to improve in. And I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. I want you to sow into your own strength, sow into your stability, sow into your structure, sow into these strategies. Yeah, that you're going to be able to walk out by faith and you're going to implement for your own personal development. No longer are you going to lead while you're bleeding. No longer will you be leading while you're bleeding. No longer will you be hemorrhaging while you're helping everybody else. Yeah. No longer will you be hurting while healing others. No, you're going to be a real healed healer. You can sow even right now via Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries. I want to challenge you. It's an act of your faith, as an act of your healing. For those of you who can and will, sow a $20 seed. Yeah, I want you to. At least a $20 seed. Some of you say, listen, that's all you're asking for. I can do 50. I can do 25. I can do 100. I can do 500. Whatever it is, on the level of what it is that you believe, I want to challenge you to sow. Even right now, we're in the business of growing other people. We're in the business of growing. And you can help us to take this word to the world. Yeah, to broaden this broadcast. To take this word to communities and cities, neighborhoods and nations, locally, nationally, and globally. You can help us to do that. So much goes on behind the scenes just to make this happen. Software that has to be purchased, subscriptions that have to be made, so that we can continue to broadcast this from a place of professionalism, place that has the right sound system, all of the ancillary things that many people don't even consider, but have to transpire so this word can be transposed into your heart. Thank you so much for sowing. You can do that. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. Yeah, drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. Super thanks. Once again, Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. I'm joining my faith with yours. I speak healing over your life. No longer will you go through life suffering in silence. No longer will you go through life hobbling and hurting. There's a leap that's coming out of your spirit. Greater joy, greater peace, greater increase, ideas, contracts, open doors and opportunities. That your head, your hands, and your heart, and your house are already healed. Thank you so much. I hope you latch onto it. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. And as you're sowing, I want you to name your seed. Maybe you're naming your seed healing. Maybe you're naming your seed produce. Maybe you're naming your seed provide. Maybe you're naming your seed leading. Maybe you're naming your seed helping. I don't know what it is that you're naming your seed, but I want you to name your seed as an act of faith for what it is that you expect God to do exceedingly abundantly, above all that you can ask or think. Sincere salute and shout out to all of you who have been watching. Yes, in the mix. You've been watching the mix, but are you a member of In the Mix? Let's do something about that even now. Sincere salute to all of you who are watching us in our live chat, not just watching us, but engaging with us, engaging in our live chat, commenting, conversing. I appreciate you. And you have a digital decal as well by your name that lets me know that you are not just a subscriber or a viewer. You are an actual partner. I would that you would partner with me Link is in the chat. Link is in the description of this video for how to become a member of In the Mix. Once you click that link, once you tap that link, my gift to you is to give you access to our In the Mix area right here on the YouTube channel. Yes, on the home screen, you'll see videos that have a master lock on them. You can unlock that by becoming a member of In the Mix. As you tap that link, you'll see 3 options pop up: VIP, Royalty, OQP. Choose one of those 3. My gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. Membership has its privileges. Get the behind the scenes, exclusive footage, coverage, content, and what I call Connor's Corner. Come on over to Connor's Corner. You're going to be revived. You're going to be rejuvenated, and you're going to be refreshed. Yes, as you become a member, you'll see membership has its privileges, unlock the unlimited, and you'll get an all access pass as well. I want you to soar into our Eagles community. Yeah, I don't want to not mention that. Our village, our virtual village is growing, but I need you to be showing up. Yeah. Come on. You've been hearing so much about the Eagles community. It's doing nothing but benefiting people. Why don't you find a way to get access to those benefits, to where you take your emotional intelligence to another level, your ideas become income, your contacts become contracts. We're increasing your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You're able to connect, build community, transform your life, experience transformation. Don't you need that? Come on now. Of course you do. So go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. I want to give you access to my private Facebook group. I want to give you access to all of our sessions that we've covered on business, on relationships, on God, goals, gifts, greatness, on you developing your marketing, your business blueprint, your programs, strategy, structure, solutions, and systems. I want to give you access to all of that content, past and present. I want to give you access to where you can network with gifted leaders locally, nationally, and globally who understand that a win for you is a win for them too. Your network determines your net worth. I want to give you access to where you're part of our live sessions where I'm coaching, teaching, training, mentoring you, taking it step by step, breaking things down to its granular level of why it is that we should do this. What are the practical elements and the steps where I go further and farther than where I'll ever go right here. I want to give you access to all of that, but I can't unless you become a member. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. Yeah, it's going to take some work. Yes, it's going to take some level of focus. Yes, it's going to take you doing some of what we call not even homework, but success work, to where you're doing the Eagle's Nest reflections, to where you need to be metacognitive, thinking about what you're thinking about. But what you're going to gain from being a part of this community outweighs the work that you have to put into it. But here's the thing. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's going to take work for you to win anyway. If you want to win, you got to put some work in. And the first step is to become a member. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, was this conversation transformative? Are you soaring to another level? Well, if so, drop some eagle emojis. Drop some eagle emojis. And here it is. You're going to soar even higher when you become a member, an actual member of my virtual village, my courageous community, the Eagles Academy. Drop some eagle emojis in the chat. Drop some eagle emojis in the chat if you know you're soaring as a matter of fact. Family, in the mix. Can you believe it is out of time? Woo! But trust me, I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. Yeah. And family, we roll together like this each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday. I really hope that you're benefiting, that you're getting blessed, that these sessions are empowering you and increasing you and giving you value in life. That's what I want to do. Give you value. I sure hope so. I hope my labor is not in vain. We mix it up right here each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. Yeah. And of course, want to give a sincere salute and shout out to all of you who are watching us on our sister satellite stations on social media. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. At EddieConnorJr. Don't just watch me on those channels and not become a member of that. Come on. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share this with somebody. Share this link with somebody. You're here because you care, so I need you to share. Yeah. Want to ask you, are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop. At EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I want you to show up to my church. Yeah, show up to the church. Amazing church, which is called the Remnant Worshipers Ministry. We have prayer each and every single Tuesday at 6 o'clock p.m. And we have Bible study at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. TNT Tuesdays is what we call it, Truth and Transformation. And then every Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Every Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. I would love to see your face in the place. Tuesdays and Sundays. We'd love to see your face in the place at the Remnant Worshipers Ministry. A church of lives worth a fly the drive. And when you arrive, you're going to be empowered to thrive and be revived. At the address 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit is where I'm saving you a seat. 20470 Hubble Street is where I'm saving you a seat. And God has a right now ready word. You owe it to you to be a part of our word and worship experience. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word that God has for you that he's going to give through me. And so I would love to see your face in place. Bring somebody with you. Tell somebody, bring somebody with you. Get more information about our church, trwchurch.org. You can also get any of my books. I got 18 books out there on Amazon as ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can get signed copies at my website, EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. I've got a litany of resources. I've got a plethora of manuals and resources that are going to give you life and really going to help you and reach your goals. My goal is to help you reach yours. And I want to help you do that, especially for those of you who want to write a book. You keep saying you want to write a book, but you haven't. Or you've already written a book and you want to increase your sales. I can help you do both. I can help you take your manuscript to the marketplace by using my manual called the Bestseller Book Blueprint. I can help you to increase your sales. I can help you to really become an authority as an author, because whenever you write a book, put out any product, generally you're deemed to be an expert in that craft, right? But I want you to not make the mistakes that I've made. I want you to avoid those. Okay? And you can do that by getting my manual. Everything that I've done. Yeah. To make 18 books, to get to the 18th book, to be a best-selling author, I'm showing you how to do it. And you don't need a big social media following to do that. You can do it without one. Also, my successful speaker strategies will benefit you. Whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words and if you communicate it the right way. I'm showing you how to get all the filler words out. You know what I'm saying? And like and and the and or and yeah. And the basicallys and all that other stuff. I'm showing you how to get it all out of the way. There's an art to communication. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? I'm showing you how to wow your audience, to be invited back, to get people to lean in. Let me show you how to do that. You can get both those resources at EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, speaking of speaking, if you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? You know that I'm the man for the job, so invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session, your podcast. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me. Put me on your calendar. Add me to your calendar. info@EddieConnor.com. info@EddieConnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Your brother, and I mean that, from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know a brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith. Come on, keep the faith. Yeah, keep the faith and believe. It's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. You know, I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly, yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now, accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. It's such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday. 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays. And then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays. Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org. And then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.